You would be sick to your stomach if you find out that success was as simple as a 1+1 formula, but you never applied it to your own life. I'm going to give you my 1+1=3 psychology formula that I use in my own personal growth and as a counselor. The first concept that I'm going to get into is consciousness. Now, 20% of our entire body's energy is used to maintain this one function, and that is the brain. But what's the difference between my brain and that of a dog or of an animal? Now, I'm a dog, and some people would like to call me the GOAT too, but we have to truly understand brain function and the thing that keeps us different from other animals, and that's our ability to make choice. But the only way we can make choice is with this concept we call consciousness. Consciousness is our ability to perceive ourselves and other beings and make decisions on opportunities that are outside of ourselves. So if you look at most people's consciousness, and I'm gonna show this in a visual representation for you guys. If you look at most people's consciousness is like a circle. And the circle actually represents all of the available opportunities in the world in different scenarios and different situations around. But this is you. You're a little tiny dot in this entire circle of consciousness that is all opportunities and all information. And for most people, their consciousness is limited to this little bitty circle here, to where they're rarely able to see the opportunities outside of the things immediately in front of them. In order to use your consciousness perfectly and help achieve success, you need to be able to look at opportunities outside of your immediate circle. Some people are growing up in environments where success is easy, and some people grow up in environments where success is hard. You have to be able to understand that no matter where you come from, so you can see the available opportunities that you have, and that even if you don't have them, know someone else has them, so that you can seize things and bring opportunities to you to be successful. That's the one in the 1+1=3 psychology framework. The second concept we're going to get into is discipline. Listen to this important fact about discipline that most people will not tell you. So a lot of people think that discipline is this end-all, cure-all solution to anytime you have a bad thing going on in your life that you keep repeating. Like if you procrastinate, they think discipline is going to help you out of procrastination. And that's only half of the scenario, half of the equation. And with discipline can kind of be explained like this for anyone who wants a visual representation. Discipline is kind of like having an upside down funnel. So you have this funnel, and you know that at the top here, when you have a funnel, usually at the top of the funnel you have the wide part, and then at the bottom you have the narrow part. But in an upside down funnel, the narrow part is at the top and the wider part is at the bottom. And at the bottom of the funnel, upside down, is your goal, right? And if your goal is to stop procrastinating, you're gonna pour discipline into this funnel. And I'll show that as a representation of a bucket. But let's just say you start pouring water from this bucket into the narrow part of the actual funnel, which is using discipline. Well, this discipline funnel can only take so much water because of how it's shaped. And discipline will get you started towards your goal. It will get you started, but as you notice, some of the water tends to overflow because the narrow part isn't wide enough to maintain all of that to consistently go towards your goal. So some of your energy is not getting there because it's harder to do. A discipline funnel isn't the most efficient method, but it is the best way to start. Because if you don't start somewhere, you won't be able to see progress and build in that groove that you need to get to the number 3, which is in a 1+1=3 psychology equation for success. And this takes us to number 3 in the third concept we're going over, which is habits. Now you see that the discipline coming out of the bucket, the energy we put in out of the bucket into the discipline funnel doesn't all get to our goal because it's overflowing. But the beautiful thing about the discipline funnel is that discipline funnels actually reverse, and they actually turn upside down over time to become an actual funnel. And that amount of time needed, according to psychology, is 66 days. Because after 66 days, guess what happened? All of that work that you put in to go ahead and put that discipline in for 66 days, you put the discipline in consistently on that action, eventually all the discipline pays off, and now you have a regular funnel, which turns out to turn into a habit funnel. And the beautiful thing about a habit funnel is no matter how big the bucket you use to pour into, all the water gets into this one. All the water gets into this side and easily makes it down here to your goal. After 66 days, remember that number, 66 days. After 66 days, all of that work you put in using discipline gets that funnel to turn around, in which it turns into a habit funnel at that point. Something that you can repeatedly do consistently over time that becomes easy because of how the funnel is shaped, because of what part of your brain you're using. And when you put together consciousness, the ability to see opportunities and take advantage of them and seize them, and then you put together a little discipline for a short period of time so you can grease that groove inside your nervous system to build it into a habit so that it can flip on its head and become something that took you energy before, but now is easy. That is the 1 + 1 = 3 system. Because once that one thing you had to groove into your nervous system to become a habit is done with and it's easy for you, you get to start this equation all over again with something new and build yourself to the successful, productive, amazing individual that you know you can be. So if you like the contents of this video, I'm an investor, speaker, counselor, and I do talk about topics like this along with some business and investing topics in my community, the Think Tank. If you would like to join the Think Tank, the link is down in the description, and also subscribe to this channel. I appreciate everything that you guys do, and I appreciate the support on my channel. Thank you.